Hello and welcome to the Year 9 Options presentation. My name is Mrs Squires. I'm Assistant Head Teacher here for Key Stage 3 Academic Standards, and I'm overseeing the option process as our Year 9s transition into Key Stage 4. We believe here at Sandwich Technology School that every student is entitled to a well-balanced curriculum, and the way it is designed is to prepare our students for life in modern Britain. Whatever it is they want to do post 16, whether it's college, sixth form, apprenticeships, we want to set them up and give them as many opportunities as possible, and that is the basis of how our curriculum has been designed. So we have launched the option process on the Friday the 1st of March. Students have all received a presentation and a number of workshops with all the information. They have all received a copy of the option form and a hard copy of the option booklet. This will also be available on the school website as alongside a lot of other information around the options. So please do go onto the STS school website, look at Key Stage 4 options, and all the information will be there from Friday the 1st of March. Okay, so let's take a look at the Key Stage 4 curriculum. This is a large chunk of the curriculum. They will be studying English language and English literature. This is 2 separate GCSEs, and this will account for 8 lessons per cycle. They will also study maths. Again, 8 lessons, 1 GCSE. They will be studying 3 individual GCSEs across the sciences, 1 in biology, 1 in chemistry, 1 in physics. Most students will be studying all 3. That accounts for 10 lessons, but some students will follow our combined science course, which is 2 GCSEs. Most sixth form colleges and other college courses will ask for a grade 4 in English and Maths, and this is also very common for apprenticeships and employment. Some will ask for a grade 5, and these are the subjects that employers do want to know about. So grade 4 is really important. Students will be made to study English and Maths until they are 18 if they do not have a grade 4. So for the first time, students do get to choose a large chunk of their curriculum. Over 40% of their timetable will be down to the option choices they make. We're offering 17 courses for next year. Each option will have 7 lessons allocated to it per fortnight. Students get to choose 3 subjects in total, 1 from each group. There are other subjects in addition to the core and option subjects. These are non-examined, so PE, they will be expected to continue for 3 lessons per fortnight, and then other areas like SMSC, citizenship and careers will be factored into our tutor time activities. We do have a new grading structure which came into effect in 2016, so we no longer have the letters of A star to G, but the 9 to 1 grades. 1 is technically a pass. A grade 3 isn't a fail. For some of our students, a grade 3 is a real success. We do learn in different ways and at different speeds and at different levels, but what we must flag is that many colleges, apprenticeships and employers will ask for a grade 4. So whilst a grade 1, 2 and 3 isn't a fail, having a grade 1 to 3 can impact those post-16 choices. So there are courses, there are level 1 and level 2 courses that students can do to then go on and access those higher level courses. But to move on to a level 3, you would be looking at a grade 4 and above. We offer technical awards alongside GCSEs. They are also a level 2 qualification and have exactly the same weighting as a GCSE. Colleges recognise them as the same as a GCSE. Most technical awards are about 40% exam, and then the rest is made up through controlled assessments. Some technical awards involve quite a bit of practical assessment. What I must say here is do not choose them thinking that they are easier. They are not. They are the same as a GCSE. Choose them because you enjoy the subject, and that is what is going to lead you on to those post-16 choices. Let's have a look at the option process. There are 3 groups of subjects. Students need to pick an option from each group. Okay, so the first 2 subjects in our Group 1 EBAC subjects are GCSE French and GCSE Spanish. Languages are really, really important. They're highly respected by colleges, sixth forms, universities, employers. They show that you're willing to work hard. They show a certain amount of resilience. They're not easy. It does take hard work, but it does make you very employable. No one's going to turn you away if you've got a language, but if you are looking at going on to university, some universities would insist that you do have a language, so do bear that in mind when picking your choices. I would also like to just point out here is that we have an increasing number of students that English is an additional language. They do speak another language and are actually quite fluent in it. Please do let us know. There is a space on the option form to let us know if your child does speak another language. We do have the facility here to put some tutoring in place around the written element of the exam, and we are able to arrange students to take a GCSE in that language. We've got a number of students sitting different languages this year: Ukrainian, Russian, Latvian, Polish, African, many other subjects. So please do put that on the form. That could be an additional GCSE that your child could get at the end of year 11. So there are further subjects in section 1 is history and geography. So overall, students are going to pick one of these subjects from Group 1. These subjects are considered the English Baccalaureate collection of subjects alongside the core subjects, and these group of subjects are highly respected. So let's have a look now at Group 2. Group 2 has the same subjects as Section 1, as well as the following, and students need to pick one of these subjects. So we have GCSE Arts, Child Development, so for students potentially wanting a career working with children, maybe looking at midwifery, those sort of careers. Child Development would be a good option to take. That is a technical award. Construction, Design Technology is a GCSE, GCSE Drama, Hospitality and Catering. Just in terms of the technology qualifications, all of these were part of the Key Stage 3 baccalaureate options. You didn't have to study it in year 9 to be able to take it as an option, so students are welcome to take any of these even if they haven't studied them before. They also do have the possibility to study 2 of them, so if they wanted to do catering, hospitality and engineering, that is also a possibility. Catering, hospitality, just to make that clear, that is food, so that is cooking. Sometimes students don't link up that, so I just wanted to make that. So Group 2, we have GCSE Photography. GCSE Photography is our highest performing subject, and Students here at Sandwich Technology School typically get a whole grade higher than the national average, so it is a very successful course here at the school. Sports science, I must make this clear that there is no PE involved in sports science. It's looking at how the body works. So if you're looking at a career, for example, in physiotherapy, this would be a really good course to take. GCSE statistics, so if you are very good at maths, this sits really well alongside maths and complements it well. GCSE textiles, this is the only restriction we've got. We ask that you cannot choose both art and textiles because we want to give students a real broad and balanced choice. They are just too similar. So just looking at group 2, we've got the EBAC subjects as well as all of those, and that is everything that is included in group 2. So again, students need to pick one of those. If you are interested in doing the English Baccalaureate, you could pick a language from group 1 and then geography or history from group 2, and it then does allow you to have that combination of subjects. So now just looking what's in group 3. Group 3 includes everything that is in group 1 and 2, as well as the following. Computer science, this is around coding, and this is the only option that we will ask for a suitability assessment, just to make sure that students do have that ability to apply that coding and thought that they need for this course. Engineering and music, which is a technical award. So that makes up group 3. We do also ask students to pick one reserve subject from any of the 3 groups. Mr. Sharple's deputy head works really hard to give everyone their choices, but unfortunately occasionally we do have to give students their reserve. Either not enough students have taken the option so the course doesn't run, or there are very rare circumstances that we ask them to do their reserve. But as I say, Mr. Sharples does work tirelessly to give everyone their choices. So here is a summary of the 3 groups. Students pick one subject from each group. There is a lot of planning that goes into these groups. They aren't just randomly put together, and they've been planned to ensure that the curriculum is balanced and that students are receiving a broad range of subjects, given the best possible options for those post-16 choices. Just a little bit of advice at the end here, and we have gone through this with the Year 9s. Do consider what you want to do post-16. Are you looking at A-levels, T-levels, apprenticeships? Have a little look at careers. What do you need to be able to do that career or go to that university or that sixth form college? What were the entry requirements? Choose courses that you find interesting. You are much more likely to succeed if you are enjoying what you do, and equally subjects that you are good at. You have had a broad curriculum up to the end of Key Stage 3. You know by now where your strengths are, what you're good at, so choose subjects and you're much more likely to succeed. It's really important that you don't choose something just because it's your friend's choice, it's what your friends are going to do. There's no certainty you'd be in the same class anyway. Don't choose a course because you like your teacher. We don't know, the teachers may have left by next year, or they may be teaching another class, not guaranteed you'll have that teacher. And don't choose a subject just because you haven't studied it before, because it's new. Go and research it and make sure you know what the subject is about. Year 9s have had a workshops day with careers advice and links to career sites and shown where they can research. So it is really, really important that they do consider all of those. So just key dates, so Year 9s have had the presentation on the 1st of March, and this presentation is then available on the website from the 1st of March. Option booklets and option forms have been given out, but again they are also available to download from the website from the 1st of March. If parents really do want to make an appointment, myself and Mr Sharples are available to meet with you if you want to discuss. I would just like to add there is Year 9 Parents' Evening on the 14th of March. So that is a really good opportunity to talk to the class specialists, the subject specialists, about their subjects. They know their subjects best and what the course involves. So I would urge you to make those appointments on Parents' Evening to have those discussions if you're thinking of taking it as an option choice. The deadline for the forms is the 22nd of March by 4 p.m. You can send in the hard copy of your option form to main reception, or students can give them into Year Office and they will pass them on, or you can email them to Sam Holland and her email address is on the option form. You will have a confirmation of what options you have got by the 3rd of May. We do allow for changes, okay, so please do get in touch after the 3rd of May if you do want to change those options, and we will look into that and see what we can do. We then do also allow students to start the course in September. We give them a 3-week window for changes to be made. So if they start the course and really feel it's not for them, they really have a good reason for not wanting to do it, we do allow them to make changes for the first 3 weeks. But once that 3-week window is up, then they need to stick with their chosen subject. Some courses will be hard at times, and this is where they need to be resilient and really work hard and stick with that course. So after the 3-week window, they will not be able to change. So here are just a few contact details. Mrs Rook, we're really lucky we've got a school careers advisor here employed by the school. She's very accessible. They can make an appointment to see her by emailing her. Her office is in the library next to the Year 7 office. They can pop along and see her if they want to discuss about some of the post-16 choices. They have had a post-16 presentation from Mrs Rook, but please do get in contact with her if you want more information on post-16 details. You can also contact Mr Sharples, our deputy head and in charge of the curriculum, or myself, Mrs Squires, head of Key Stage 3. So just to summarise, you pick 3 courses from the 17, 1 from each group, pick a reserve, take time to investigate each of the qualifications, and if you want to discuss anything at all around the whole process, please do get in touch.